trying to be more realistic about my goal today. 7.3 miles is what my goal is. I think that's more appropriate for my pace, considering my injuries and considering the fact that I am blown away by the views here and want to enjoy them. Yesterday I was supposed to do 10 point something, and I ended up doing 8.5. I was going very slow on purpose, just because of my injuries and just for trying to be careful. I mean, it shook me, y'all, falling the other day. I'm not emotionally recovered from that. So, but then also, man, I've been doing this trail this long and have not had views like that. Why am I just gonna rush through them? Like, no, I'm gonna enjoy them. So, I don't know. There's a chance that I would do 11 something into Zealand Falls if I'm just making great time and feeling amazing. But, I'll have to see. Hey, how are you? Last night, I really needed a good night of sleep. I was really cold. When I went to bed, it was 41. I wish I didn't get so cold in 41, but I do. I was also a little worked up and emotional, and I know that didn't help. I finally fell asleep and woke up around midnight with crazy sharp shooting pain in my foot, particularly in my big toe. I mean, it was insane. I have a pretty high pain tolerance. I didn't even cry when I fell, and I was like making some noises. It hurt, and it lasted for, I didn't check the time again, I think hours. It was horrible. And then of course I'm Googling everything. So I'm like, do I have gout? Do I have some type of septic infection because of my injuries or something? But I think it was dehydration. So, finally fell back asleep, which means I allowed myself to sleep and I had to. So, late start on the trail, like 9 o'clock, makes me think I'm just doing the 7.3 today. And good morning. So, if I only do the 7.3, I have 2 climbs today, 2 big climbs anyway. The one is Mount Garfield, what I was supposed to do last night. Actually, I've been thinking about it. I don't regret that at all. With the rain, it was scary doing the ones that I did in the rain yesterday. And Garfield was the steepest one and the steepest descent. The grade is over 1,000 feet. It's like 1,100 something. Doing that in the rain would have terrified me. Doing it today dry is gonna be tough. So, I have that one, and then, can't remember, but I just showed you the screenshot. So another one, South Twin Mountain. If I try to push on the 11 miles, I would have a third climb. I am, now that I'm sitting here thinking about rain, really bummed that I didn't get a good night of sleep and didn't get on the trail early. Ouch. Because it would have been nice to get that other few miles under my belt today. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day, 90% chance of rain. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm scared to climb these mountains in the rain. So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, but I might try to hike a little bit, like 5 miles or something, but it would be nice to have that other mountain, Zealand, out of the way, because there is this little stretch after that that's actually kind of flat. I wouldn't mind doing that in the rain. I'll see what today holds. I'm just very honestly not looking forward to that. But it would have been way worse last night in the rain. These things are a lifesaver. There goes the sonic jet again that I can't see, but I keep hearing. Ugh, look behind me. My sister said to watch for signs of infection with my hand, but she didn't really specify. But like, doesn't that look like a person sitting there, leaned over? Maybe they're praying, maybe they're crying. Y'all do see it, like that entire thing. Like, oh, I always forget I can't really do that. Kind of. The head, the whole body down, her legs, feet. She's sitting on that stump. I'm not going crazy, am I? All right, summit of Mount Garfield. Ooh, I'll look it up. I wanted to remember how high this one was. 4,467. I thought it was higher. Ooh, and maybe that's the summit. GPS says this is, but. Up to this little thing, but I really didn't think it gave me any better view. So I don't love this. It's steep, and then the water source is, you know, trickling down here, so like there's just random, you know, slippery wet rocks, and it's steep. I really didn't enjoy that. That was very, 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 very difficult. I've made it to here. Not done yet, but I feel like that was the scariest, like biggest drops and that kind of stuff. I don't love having to get water that's stagnant, but that is very clear, and I don't really, you know, see anything icky. So I also don't love being dehydrated, so beggars can't be choosers. Farrell didn't say, and I wish they would have, that I can't remember what it's called, Galehead Hut or something. It's like right off the trail. I wouldn't have carried water out. I would have just gotten it from here. I might just check in. I think I'm just gonna check in, get water, go bathroom maybe. Glad I went and checked it out. Went to the bathroom, filled up my water, chugged water, filled it up again. I dumped all of my icky water, but I was packing out like a liter originally, So I dumped some of that out. I mean, I am only leaving with like a half liter. Oh, because, sorry, I didn't even say that I packed out water. I packed out water because I decided I need to at least try to get that extra mileage in today. And so the reason that I packed out water is because there wasn't any, if I wasn't stopping where I was originally going to camp tonight, then I'd have to, it would have been like a 9-point-something miles with no water. Darn it. I'm going to have to stop filming because, so yeah, good stop overall. Oh, and I bought a $3 Snickers. Every once in a while, I have to remember to look back. Keep climbing. I'm never gonna film right in the middle of my hard stuff. So then when I get done with it and I try to film it, it's never really gonna show it, but it doesn't matter. I am here to tell you, like, this is not hiking. This is rock climbing. I don't know. Just so hard. I am so tired. I think the Snickers I bought must have been like the 0-calorie kind or something, because that didn't give me any energy. Honestly, not positive if this is the summit of South Twin. I see another little thing up there. I think this is not the summit. I'm still gonna do a video because it's, well, maybe I should just go on up to the summit. Major regrets. I honestly liked the view better back from where I was. And there's people up here. At first I thought those were a bunch of sheep. Pretty sure they're rocks. Sealand Mountain. The summit is off trail and it's covered with trees. Onward. I'm so thankful that I packed out a little bit of water from that last hut. I thought when I was refilling my water there, I thought that the one in my side pocket was full, so I didn't grab it out. So I just pulled over to switch out my water bottles, and I went to grab the full one, and guess what? It wasn't full. I tow, and I'm thirsty, so I'm at least getting. This should be fine to get me here. Also, Zealand Mountain or Mount Zealand or whatever did not have any views at the summit, but there are. You probably can't see, but I'm not gonna. There have been fun little views along the way, descending. There's the views. I'm too tired. Hopefully I can still see the Zealand Falls. I hear them. Full disclosure, I was hoping I'd roll up in there and they'd still have a spot for a work first day. I think I see the falls. All right, let's see the falls, and then I'll explain work first day and all that in a minute. Okay, so the AMC huts, they are pricey. They're like 150, 175 bucks a night for a shared bunk room. So, but they offer work for stay for through hikers for 2 hikers. They can stay and do chores for 2 hours, and which is usually just like cleaning up after dinner, and then they get leftovers from dinner, and then I think they get breakfast leftovers in the morning. So I was kind of hoping for that, but I told myself, I've been chanting to myself for hours as I'm praying to God, Father, you know what's best for me. I trust you. So, because I have heard that it can be loud there, like people don't usually get a lot of sleep, and I haven't had sleep in the last 2 nights, not good sleep. So I'm hoping I find a spot soon with a good tree to hang on and get some sleep. Looks like home for the night. Now time to find a tree. Oh, there's more options here than last night. It will be good.